Okay. Um, I think we need to maybe we should wait for some minutes that
Okay.
joining. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. My network today is very bad. So, can I start the live session? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family members. My name is Ifeoluwa Akigbelu. So, whenever you're watching, good evening to you all. So, welcome to episode of five. So, we are bringing on board Mr. Dave. Please let's start dropping comments on the comment box. Let's start dropping comments so that we know that we hear dropping comments. And also let us share on all our social media platforms and all let's start sharing now. Let's start. Earlier blessing. Good afternoon, ma. Good evening, your life, ma. Please let's start commenting on the comments box, comment section. Let's comment. Emoji. Mr. Damilare, welcome, sir. Thank you for joining the emojis. As you are joining in, let's drop emojis. Let's comment, drop emojis, and friends, family, participate in this live session. Let's post on. So on today's topic, in today's topic, we are going to today's topic is so I don't know what's wrong with my network today. Like and any minute of bad network today. So guys, today's topic will be on a very wide topic which is digital Mr. Van Oliver. So Mr.
I don't see your money this way.
Offer for
I don't see your money this way.
it's really an opportunity.
I don't see your.
So is real estate agent. One prestigious in of Ibadan. Since we have up to 7 branches owned, close to take can have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, please, can you kindly just drop a love emoji if you can hear me? You can drop a love emoji if you can hear me. Because I was having a very hard time hearing Miss Fiolua. So if you are hearing me, you can drop a love emoji so that I would know that everyone can hear me properly. All right, I can see. All right. So thank you. Okay, I can see a love emoji from Mr. Adenuga. That's my senior colleague. He's a very senior comrade. Thank you, sir. Okay. I can see Mr. Shino. Okay. Yes. I can see Mr. Samuel dropping a love emoji. That means a lot of people can hear us. All right. Let's go forward because of our time. As Miss Ifeoluwa said, it's actually a very great privilege for me to be here today. I'm so glad to be here. And the topic which we are talking about today, digital marketing, is actually a very wide topic. I don't think we can finish it within an hour, even 3 hours, even a whole day. We can keep talking about it and we'll still keep talking about it, learning new things. But in order for us to to be concise and to stay within the constraint of time, we are going to start immediately. So I'm going to start with a little question or trivia, as I would like to call it. There's a first time that digital marketing or that was it was first introduced. And when I learned it sometimes late last year, the first time that a sale was ever made online. And it was actually a very amazing experience or knowledge for me, something I learned. So I would like to ask if there is anybody who knows when the first sale ever online was made. If you know it, you can just keep that. We are going to come back to that later. The first time that a sale was ever made online. And as it is said, for every creature on earth, change is constant. Every creature that doesn't shift when times and seasons are shifting, they are bound to go into extinction. There was a time where we had a form of marketing called traditional marketing, whereby you have to do billboards, you have to do posters, you have to share and flyers, you have to go to the newspapers to print, to advertise. But as time goes on, as time proceeded, human beings, because we are innovative people, we saw fit that in order to reach out to a wider audience, there has to be a better means. There has to be a better method, a way to reach out to more, not just to reach out to more, but to reach out to them efficiently. And therefore, digital marketing was invented. Let me put it that way. It was invented. Let's start by talking about what digital marketing is. I wrote here in my jotter, I said it is a process of reaching customers online through digital channels with the aim of turning them into customers. It is basically reaching out to people and looking at a way to turn them into customers. So digital marketing goes beyond, just doing content, just posting on WhatsApp, just like some of us believe. It goes beyond that. What it simply entails is using digital channels. We are going to talk about digital channels later, but it is a matter of using digital channels to turn people into customers. In the real estate world, which is where my field is, we talk about some people, I'll call them prospects, and we talk about some people, we call them clients. Prospects, they are people who we want to turn into clients. So, digital marketing is a form of method to turn them into our clients. We should take a note that digital marketing is not just creating content on its own. The major purpose of digital marketing is to turn people into clients. I want us to take note of that. There are some people who say, "Oh, let me just go online to make content. I just want to dance online. I just want to, follow a trend online." The main purpose of digital marketing is to turn people into your clients. I think you should underline that and you should take note of that. So it goes beyond just making content. You are not just a content creator. You are doing it with a specific purpose of turning people into your clients. When I was defining digital marketing, I made mention of digital channels. So now, what is a digital channel? A digital channel is simply a medium, is a medium of communication, is a method or a platform a business can use in order to reach their target audience. A channel by which you can reach your target audience. We have different kind of digital channels. We have websites, we have search engines, we have emails, we have social media platforms. If you are talking about social media platform, we are talking about Instagram, we are talking about Facebook, we are talking about Twitter, Skype, we are talking about which other ones? X, which was formerly called Twitter. We're talking about TikTok, anything that is interactive, that you can interact with people. The major ones that people talk about is social media platforms. But when we're talking about digital channels, which can be used to market, we are talking about various channels. I spoke about websites. We're talking about websites. It is also called blogs. Some people call it blogs. A lot of us have been hearing blogs where you can throw videos online, you can throw content. It is mainly content. You throw content online. It could be a write up about your business or about your organization. And search engines, we are talking about the likes of Google, we are talking talking about Yahoo. We are talking about other form of search engines that you can use. There's one that is called Bing. I know some of us must have heard Bing, but the most popular one is Google. It is Google, and we also have email. A In this part of the world now, formerly there was something that is called post. You send post whenever you want to send a letter, you want to reach out to people, you send posts. But now, due to advancement in technology, there's something called email now. That I can be in Nigeria today and I can type an email to somebody in UK, and within 5 seconds, 2 seconds, it has gotten to the person. Unlike in those days whereby you have to, wait 3 months, even at times you have to wait 6 months so that the mail will go by, it will go by ship or to go by train. But now through email, you can cut that time and reach out to people more effectively. So there are different channels by which digital marketing can be done. Now, I want you to note again, I'm saying this repeatedly for the sake of emphasis, that digital marketing helps businesses to make sales. The products we are talking about is when I talk about products, I believe that the most important products you are pushing out when we're talking about digital marketing is actually yourself, because digital marketing allows people to know you for who you are. People get to relate with you. They see how eloquent you are. They see, what you have to speak about. They see even you physically, like they can see you physically. Imagine someone wants to buy a product worth 100 million, for instance, and he has not seen anybody's faces. Like he has not seen the faces of the marketers, he has not seen the faces of the salespeople. He does not even know who is buying from. But when you come online and showcase yourself, maybe you make a video, for instance, the person can see you and relate with you properly. So one of the most important things that people want to see in digital marketing is you yourself. So you are the face that people want to see yourself. I would like to talk about a story which I know that a lot of us who will know the name of the person I'm talking about. His name is Ola of Lagos. You know, uh, Ola of Lagos became mainstream. It became mainstream around 2022, around 2022, and actually, he's a car enthusiast. He loves cars a lot, and he was working as a cleaner in Lekki, and then during the course of working, he will make videos of luxurious cars. That was his niche. He makes videos of luxurious cars and he will post it majorly on Instagram. That's it. That is a form of digital channel, like I mentioned earlier. He posts mainly on Instagram. And he kept posting on Instagram, he kept posting. So there was a particular day that he posted a video of a vehicle, and a social media influencer called Today Ednot reposted him, and that was the beginning of his fame. And after Today Ednot posted him, he reposted him again, and then Davido also called him, and Davido told him that he should go for a show in Dubai, a car show, and that was the beginning of his fame. So digital marketing exposes you more than traditional marketing can ever. Now imagine you have a goal of reaching 1,000 people in a day by going out to meet them one on one. Let's say, for instance, you want to start sharing flyers for your business. Imagine you have a goal that, okay, today I want to meet 1,000 people. Then rain should not fall that day and you are not able to step out again. Do you know that automatically your goal for that day might be hindered due to weather, and it is beyond your power actually? But let's say, for instance, you now stay in your room and you make a video and you send it out to a particular audience. Do you know that even if rain is falling, it doesn't affect you in any way? Your audiences can still be reached even from the comfort of your home. But it takes someone who is forward thinking to look at it from that direction. Number one, digital marketing ensures that you reach a wider audience than traditional marketing can ever, which is why I said it earlier that any business or any business owner that fails to evolve will suffer extinction. Digital marketing is the new face of business, and everybody must align with it. When we are talking about digital marketing, there are some errors that people make Errors that people make, and I call it the error of diversification. There's something called diversity in digital marketing. And we're talking about diversity, we're talking about inclusion. Any business that isn't diverse in digital marketing will not reach the right people. You must reach diverse population in order for your business to be successful. For instance, just because you're a Christian does not mean that your business is only meant to serve that particular niche of people. Because you're a Muslim does not mean your business should serve that particular niche of people. Let's say, for instance, you are creating a content and you are talking about only Christians in your content and you neglect the Muslim community. Or let's even say you're a traditional worshiper, and because you're a traditional worshiper, you now say, I'm not selling to people who are, Christians, I'm not selling to people who are Muslims. Then you neglect them during your digital marketing campaign. Such things will make you to be very, very limited. There are certain identity traits to keep in mind whenever you are thinking of being inclusive in your digital marketing. We have one, race. We have number two, social economic status. We have number three, we have age. Number four, we have the ability of the person, maybe the purchasing power. Number five, we have gender. Number six, we have sexual orientation. I'm going to explain all of them one by one. Number seven, we have religion, just like I mentioned earlier. Number eight, we have the geographic location. Number nine, we have the culture. Number 10, we have the political perspective. And lastly, we have languages spoken. Now, let me use this example for instance. Let's say I am selling like automobiles, for instance. I have an auto shop and I'm selling, let's say, luxurious cars. I, for instance, know that the people that can afford these luxurious cars are people who are business owners or high net individuals, which are called HINs. Now, how am I going to target them? It is for me to include them whenever I want to do my social media or just my digital marketing campaign generally. And what do I do? If you go on Facebook, for instance, and you want to run an ad or maybe you want to run a campaign, you are going to see that they will tell you that who are the population that you want to, you want to include. They are going to ask you even for the gender, whether you want to, attract the male gender or the female gender. They will ask you for the age. They will even ask you for the occupation of the people that you want to target. And now it is for you to choose and be inclusive that, oh, I want to choose people who are high net individuals, people who are business owners. In fact, if you go on Facebook, because Facebook is one of the apps that actually, that helps a lot when you want to do your digital campaigns or marketing. So they will ask you, even for the clubs that these people belong in. If you go on Facebook, for instance, you will see likes of Polo Club. You will see a lot of clubs that you know that these people are elite. So you can easily capture them rather than just being just looking for students who you know that will most likely not be able to afford what you are selling to them. So these are the intelligent ways by which your digital campaign or your digital marketing can be very effective. When we are talking about age, also, you do not expect somebody who is 18, for instance, to be able to afford luxurious cars. If you want someone of 18 years old to be able to afford a luxurious car, for instance, you will see that maybe the person's father is extremely rich, or there are just one or two of them like that, and it is very scarce. But someone who can afford a luxurious car, you start looking from people who are, let's say, 25, 26, 27, and above, who you know that are doing businesses, and you check them, they are doing businesses like forex, they are into crypto, they are into real estate, they are into maybe even like auto business and other businesses like that. They might be into large scale farming also. So these are ways by which you can include them into your digital marketing. When we are talking about sexual orientation also, we're in a world now whereby you will hear someone say his gender is that the gender is non-binary. I know maybe we have heard something like that to say my gender is non-binary. That means that I am neither male or female. It is not in your place as a business owner to begin to lecture them. You are not there for lecture. You are there to do business. That is the most important reason why you're going there. So when you are targeting people and then you see someone that says his gender is non-binary, you now say, I'm not including people that are non-binary. What if that non-binary person is the one that will buy your product? Or someone that is a male and not identify as a female, you are not angry on the person's behalf and say, no, I'm not selling to this person. No, you have to be inclusive in digital marketing because you are capturing everybody. You are trying to be inclusive, bring everybody on board. In as much as you are segmenting people, you are also trying to be inclusive. You are not trying to offend anyone. You are trying to embrace everyone so that your business can grow. There are some people also who also, they can say, oh, because this person is APC, this person is PDP, then I'm not selling to PDP members. It's only APC members I'm selling to. Because this person voted for Tinubu, I hate this person. I won't sell to the person. Or because this person is Labour Party, I will not sell to this person. You don't do that when you're talking about digital marketing. As I said earlier, the main focus of digital marketing is to turn your audience into your customers. It is not for you to go online and start saying that Tinubu did not do well today. Because of that, everybody that is in Tinubu, they should not buy my product. I'm not selling to them. You are only leaving money on the table. And you have to be ready to take all the money that is on the table. You do not discriminate. For instance, let's say you are trying to make a content. Let's say on Instagram, you are trying to make a content and you're a Yoruba person. Let's say you're a Yoruba person and the Igbos, maybe they're having a festival. You can actually, wear their attire when you are doing that particular content, and then you will throw it out there, knowing that the audience you are trying to capture at that particular moment, they are the Igbos. Let's say the Hausas, they are doing a particular festival, for instance. You can throw a content out that will capture them at that moment because they are more in the limelight. Let's say the Muslims are doing a festival, for instance. You can throw a content out there that will capture the essence of that particular moment. It is not as if you are being hypocritical. You are just trying to reach a wider audience of people. That is you being inclusive. So you do not discriminate based on language. You don't discriminate based on sexual orientation. You do not discriminate based on political perspective. You do not discriminate based on religion, race, or any other thing. But you make sure that you put in mind that my own is to make sales. I want to make sales. So, in trying to be inclusive, there are some questions that I personally ask. I ask that who am I trying to reach? And are they represented in this content that I am creating? Let's say, for instance, you are trying to sell a particular property in real estate. You are trying to sell a particular property to people who are high net individuals. Then you must be able to make content that will appeal to them. High net individuals don't have time. A lot of them do not spend, lots of time on social media. They want people that will go straight to the point. There's something we call hook. You must be able to capture their attention within the first 5 seconds of your content. You do not go online and you begin to tell them stories because they don't have time. A lot of them have different things that they are thinking about. Imagine someone who has container on the sea, and you come online, you start telling him stories. He does not have time for that. Maybe the person wants to buy a property. You have to be able to capture the person's attention immediately. It has to be instant unless the person will move to another content. Our generation is a generation that is not really easy to grab someone's attention. So your first few lines or your first few seconds into the content, it must be able to capture the attention of the people you are trying to reach. So you have to ask, who am I trying to reach? And are they represented in this piece of work? Your use of English or your use, it might be that you're speaking in your local dialect. It doesn't mean, but you must ensure that everything you speak about, even your video quality, it showcases the kind of person that you are. So you must ensure that you reach the right audience and they are properly represented in your work. That is you being inclusive. And then you also have to ask who is missing, who is not in the room. When asking who is missing, what the question you are trying to answer is that, am I talking to the particular audience? Are they properly represented in this room that I am? The example I mentioned, for instance, during the Ilea period, if you are trying to make a content, it will be very wise of you to bring the Muslim community into the content that you are making. It is a wise move for you to make. You are making that wise move because that is a form of appealing. You are appealing to that community. During the Easter period, for instance, that is coming in a few weeks, it will be wise for you to appeal to the Christian community. That is one way for you to reach a wider audience. It is a wise way for you to reach that particular target of people, because obviously we know that the people that are celebrating Easter, they are Christians. We know that the people that are celebrating Ileya, they are Muslims. So you have to be able to reach them. I was in Abeokuta last week, and it was during the time of Lisabi Festival. And if you are throwing out a content, for instance, in Abeokuta, I want to target people in Abeokuta, you can do a content that you will mention the Lisabi Festival that happened. That is you being conscious. You are being conscious and you are including them into that particular content. So anybody that is even maybe in US, that is in Canada, that is in UK, that is even as far away as China, and the person is from Abeokuta, when the person hears that you mention something like Lisabi Festival into your content, you are able to modify it and put it into your content. You can even wear the attire. You can wear the attire of Ogun State people and you do a content surrounding it. You are including them into that particular content that you are making. So these are part of the ways by which you can include everyone into the content that you are making. In order to make digital marketing to be effective, there are certain strategies that you need to adopt. Number one, you have to research your audience. It is not enough for you to just go and say, oh, I want to make digital marketing, I want to start digital marketing, without first, you have to first research your audience. Digital marketing won't be effective if you are talking to the wrong people. I made mention of it earlier that you want to sell a property worth 200 million. You are now going to meet students. You now go to UI. You are not saying that you want to target students in UI, because they will ask you. If you go to Facebook now and you are trying to throw out a particular campaign, they will ask you that who are the people that you are trying to reach? Are they students? Are they working class? Are they business people? You cannot choose students, for instance, because students will not buy property worth even maybe 5 billion naira from your hand. How would they now buy property worth 200 million from your hand? So you have to research your audience. And in researching your audience, there's something we call customer personas. Customer personas. Customer personas, it represents a group of similar people in a desirable audience. Customer persona, I repeat, it represents a group of similar people. Mark that word, similar people. They are similar. They can be high net individuals or they might be middle income earners, but they are similar. In fact, your campaign might be targeting Muslims. They are similar. Your campaign might be targeting traditional worshippers. They are similar. Your campaign might be targeting Christians. They are similar. Mark that was similar. Customers persona, they represent a similar group of people in a desirable audience. So when you are trying to do your research, you have to create customer personas. So you have to know that this my content. I want it to reach out to the Muslim community. I want to target them very well. I want to target the high net individuals. What the people I'm trying to target? They are middle income individuals. So this helps you to ensure that your digital marketing campaign is effective. Number two, you have to set goals. You have to know the number of people you are trying to reach. When you are doing digital marketing, you have to know, okay, I'm trying to reach 1,000 people today. I'm trying to reach 2,000 people. I'm trying to reach 10,000 people. And then you have to look for an effective way to reach out to them properly. Let's say, for instance, your goal is to reach out to 10,000 people. The likes of, you cannot use WhatsApp, for instance. You want to reach out to 10,000 people, and I are saying that, oh, I will use my WhatsApp status. It is most likely not going to work. You are going to be thinking of social media handles like TikTok. You are going to be thinking of social media handles like Instagram. You are going to be thinking of X, called Twitter, also known as Twitter, most commonly known as Twitter. So you'll be think of how you can set your goals by knowing the digital marketing channels you use. So it will help you to set your goals properly. So as I said before, the third strategy that you have to think about is that you have to select a marketing channel. Select a marketing channel. As I said earlier, marketing channels are the different mediums or platforms which you use to reach out to your audience. It could be your website, it could be email, it could be your social media, it could be your social media, and it could be websites. So you have to choose that which particular channel do I want to use. Some people might say that, I don't even understand what email is about. And some people, it is working for them. What works for them most is their email marketing. Whereas some people, they are bloggers and they are making millions of nairas, even billions of nairas, and it has been working for them. So you have to realize what works for you in the particular space that you are. For instance, we all know, we might not know her, and we might know her. She's called Mommy Z. And it was about last year that she became very prominent also online. It was just a tweet that she made that made her to be very, very prominent. Until now, she's still riding on that influence up to now. So you have to look for a social media channel or a digital channel. It might not be social media now, it can be email, it can be a website, it can be YouTube, like this, just like Missy Fair is using to reach out to a wide range of our audience. So you have to select a marketing channel to use. Number four, you have to plan your content. I said it earlier that you can't just come online and say that I want to make content. You start dancing. You start dancing without saying anything. When I talk about planning a content, you have to know that, okay, for my Instagram today, I want to post a video. You can say on my WhatsApp, I want to post a motivational quote. You can say on my Twitter, I want to post a little description of my business. You can say on my TikTok, I just want to post a video of myself talking, a 1 minute video of myself talking. That is how you plan. You can't just wake up one morning and just say, oh, okay, I want to make a content about my business without proper planning. You have to plan your content. In fact, when planning your content, one of the things that you have to do is that you have to use a good camera. I'm not saying that you have to buy the latest iPhone or the latest Samsung, but you have to ensure that the audience that you are trying to reach, they can, when they look at your content, they will say, wow, this person actually puts the right work into this. So you have to plan your content. You have to make sure that the things that you say, they are well articulated. You have to ensure that your video is well directed. You have to ensure that the information you are passing across, they are very correct. You can't go and make a content and you will say what you should not say. Maybe a misinformation, or you say a wrong, you give a wrong information. Once you do that, your audience begin to lose trust in you, and that is very wrong. And number five, in order for you to have an effective digital marketing strategy, you have to measure and analyze results. The moment you do not measure and analyze your results, then your growth will become stagnant. How do you measure and analyze results? There's something we call analytics. It is called analytics. When you go on Instagram, for instance, for those of us who are conversant with Instagram, even on Twitter, it is there. You can view your analytics. Number one, the number of people who viewed, the number of reactions you have, the number of comments, the number of reactions, and etc., that you have. You can even have the view insights. This helps you to know whether you are progressing or not. it is not enough for you to just say, oh, okay, I will keep posting today, I'll post tomorrow, I'll post next tomorrow, or I will post monthly. But you must be able to view the trend. You must be able to see the growth. You must be able to see whether you are progressing or not. If you are progressing, then it means that you are doing the right thing. If you are not progressing, then you can go back to the drawing board and you will say, oh, this thing I'm doing, maybe I'm doing something wrongly. Let me try and change and do things in a better way. And then if you are progressing, it is for you to keep doing that and then add more things that will help you to keep progressing. So whenever you are you are doing a digital campaign, you must measure and analyze results. It is a must. It is a must. The results should not be something that you will not say, like I don't think I'm doing very well. So because of that, I will not check my results. No, you have to check your results. Back then when we were in school, whenever it is time to check results, that's when people will know that the faculty is very far. People will not want to go to the faculty. They will not go. They will just say, ah, it's very hard for me to go to the faculty. Now they will stay in the hostel. You understand? But you have to know the results so that it will help you to do better. So whenever you are doing a digital campaign or you're doing digital marketing, you have to check and analyze whether you are doing great or not. And if you're not doing great, you go back and ensure that you adjust some things. So the first question I asked earlier, I asked the question. I said, when was the first sale made online? The first sale, when was it made online? The first sale was made online in 1994, and it was made by a man called Dan Kuhn. The first sale online ever was made in 1994, and the man sold a CD, a compact disc. He sold it for $12.49. And why did I mention this? The reason why I mentioned this is so that you will know that digital marketing is fairly young. It is just about 30 years old. So you are not late to the party. You are still very much early, because it's just like talking about a 30-year-old person. You say that a 30-year-old person is still young. So digital marketing is still relatively young. So it is for you to come on board now, unless it is possible that your business will face extinction. You have to come online now. That they will say that when you are online, that in our local when we are talking about ourselves, we Gen Z people, we say that show are online. Now, like it's a slang of saying that, are you up to date? If you are not operating a digital marketing based business, then your business is most likely going to go into extinction. It might not be now, but it might be in few years to come. Or you might not bring in so much money like you are supposed to bring in if you are not into digital marketing. I think I'm going to stop with this now, so that we can entertain questions as I hand over back to the host. Thank you very much. Yes, I can't hear your mic, Mr. Fair. Your mic. I'm not hearing your mic. Okay, I'm hearing now.
Eh, Thank you so much, Mr. David, for this wonderful session. It was really loaded. It was a lot. Digital marketing is a topic that is very wide, and you're able to shorten it within 40 minutes. You're able to give us something unique and valuable
Thank you.
teaching. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
really
you're welcome.
and if you have any question, please put on the comment section. If you so please drop it on the comment. Mrs. Sofumi, thank you so much for attending. lecture. She said this is loaded. Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you, sir, for giving us this teaching. It's really appreciated.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's my pleasure.
Bishop, Mrs. Ariade, Deborah, Pastor Joe, Olarewaju, Adewale, Oluwada. Thank you so much for commenting and thank you for joining us. I think there's no question. We don't have any question. Yeah?
All right.
We don't have is that
I'm trying to get. You're breaking. Your line is breaking.
okay.
Okay, I can hear it properly now.
All right. There's no question, yes, sir. And
Okay.
so I would love to greet everyone that joined this live session. Mr. Damilare, Olaleye Blessing, Bose Oyede, Shino, Mr. Samuel, Bishop Raphael, Adewale Oluwadamilola, Olarewaju, Pastor Joel, Oyindamola Deborah, Oluwa Lofunmilola, Mrs. Ariade, Mrs. Jesu Tofumi. Okay, we have one question here. I'll put it to the screen, sir.
Okay. Okay. Shall I read it out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My question from Mrs. Jesu Tofumi. That's my friend. Okay. My question is, what is the way forward if an attempt of digital marketing was made and there was no results? All right. There's a man called Mr. Beast. I don't know, maybe we have heard about him. He's a YouTuber and is one of the richest YouTuber in the world. In fact, recently it was said that he became a billionaire. That he became a billionaire, and he also attested to it. Before his first success was made, before he became successful and mainstream, he made 100 videos on YouTube continuously. Even though the first one was unsuccessful, the second one was unsuccessful, the 10th one, the 20th one, the 50th one, the 70th one, it kept on going. It kept on going. So the first thing I would say is that you have to have the spirit to persevere. You do not have to give up, because whatsoever result that you want to be good, it takes a level of dedication. It takes a level of diligence. You do not give up. That is the first thing. Then number two, you have to be well informed. It is not enough for you to have the passion, but it is most important that you also have the knowledge of how to go about it. Like I personally take a course in digital marketing for me to understand and have insights on some particular topics. I could just before formally, I can just go on let's say Twitter, and I will post anytime I want. But it was later I realized that Twitter, there's a way you post on Twitter. You don't post, some things. What you are supposed to post on WhatsApp, for instance, you do not post it on Twitter. Now, for instance, my friends and I, we're trying to support a business. We're supposed to support a business of another friend in Abuja, because she opened like a fashion business, and her target audience is for babies, and also for ladies, and that niche. And we gathered ourselves, we made a video for her, and we posted it on our various social media handles. And the place that we posted it the most was on WhatsApp. We posted it most on WhatsApp because we're trying to reach the target audience on WhatsApp there. So you have to understand that different platforms have different ways in which the content are received. On Twitter, for instance, if you go on Twitter and you put your personal life out there on Twitter, people might, they might even go after you and attack you. They can even attack your business and say that you are posting nonsense, you are posting this on X. But if you go on Instagram, they might accept you. So you have to understand different social media. You have to understand that it is very important for you to know the kind of content you push out on different social media handles. And also, you have to understand what is called organic and paid content. You know, uh, Organic content is just the random content that we do and put out there without paying for them. Whereas paid content are the ones that you do, then you have to pay for them to be promoted. So maybe you have been trying organic content before and you do not want to spend in order to push out your content out there. But at times for success to come, I'm not saying every time, because the example I gave like earlier, like Ola of Lagos, what he does is organic content. He just posts online, and then there are people that repost for him. There are people that just just comment and share and the likes like that. So that is organic. Whereas you, as a business owner, you might do content and say, I have to pay for this to reach a wider audience. So you don't limit yourself to a particular aspect of digital marketing. You have to have persistence and dedication. You have to be committed. You have to be consistent. You have to persevere. You have to understand the particular channel that you are using, the particular social media. It can be email, it can be your website. You can decide to create a website. You can decide that, the particular medium I want to use is YouTube, and then you will push it out there. Then if you see that this organic is not working, this natural way of doing content is not working, then you might think about paying in order for Google or for Instagram or for Meta. For Meta, it can be WhatsApp, it can be Facebook, it can be Instagram. You can pay in order that your content is pushed out to a wider audience. So that can be a way for you to solve that particular problem. And I'm very sure that there will definitely be a result. And I can give a particular testimony. I made an advert 2 years ago. That was in 2023. Yes. Because I'm into real estate, for those who might not know. And I made a particular ad and I paid for it actually. And I got just about a person since 2 years ago that actually became a client of mine. And after that, do you know that after 2 years, somebody reached out to me and actually asked me about the property that I advertised? So it was after 2 years that more people started coming again. So digital marketing, you might be expecting fast results. It does not come, but keep on doing it, keep on doing it. And I'm very sure that the result is going to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So it's well said. Consistency, commitment. You shouldn't be tired of the content you are creating out there. Start, keep pushing the content out there. Building a community is not easy at all. You just have to be consistent. You just have to be committed, and consistency is even the key. It is the key. Don't be tired. Keep on
Never.
pushing your there.
Yes. You
So
don't
that,
give up.
don't give
Yes.
up.
You don't
Thank
give
you
up.
so much for this class. And Mrs.
Yeah.
Jesuto,
You're welcome.
question, ma. Thanks for participating in this live session, and everyone that joined and did not comment. Thank you so much for joining this live session, and everyone that commented. Thank you so much for commenting and making this live session wonderful, a wonderful one. See you guys next week, and have a lovely day. Thank you so much.
Ciao.